Welcome to TuxReadyAussie's. TuxReadyAussie's and I are going on our first proper walk of since in the new area. And I guess on this walk, I'm going to have him do a loose leash walk, which means that as long as he's not pulling me, he can do mostly of whatever he wants. And I guess what I'll show up here is that this is how I hold a leash. The training program, or not program, but the training organization that I took classes with since he was a puppy, I was very adamant in teaching how to hold the leash. So pretty much I'm going to start by putting the loop over my thumb like this, and then the excess leash, which you can see is quite a bit right now, I'm going to loop into my palm, and I close my hand. And the reasoning why that was taught, excuse the lawnmower noise, I don't know if it's being picked up or not, but someone is mowing their lawn. But anyways, the reasoning is that if he does happen to pull the rest of the leash out of my hand, I still have the anchor of my thumb. And it also allows me to easily adjust the length from shorter to longer. And right now, again, we try to minimize pulling, but to some extent, I do typically walk him on a longer leash at home, or at the previous location. But for now, this is what we're doing. This way. Leave it. So we're just gonna explore the neighborhood. I currently don't have his shoes on him at the moment, because it's not super hot right now, and the shoes, he has a new pair of shoes that we're still working on desensitizing him to. It's so far going well, and I don't want to ruin the progress by going too fast, but I can definitely make sure that I take a video of us doing those shoes and of him walking in the shoes. With me. Go Sniff. So you probably heard me say go Sniff quite a bit. He is a male dog. I did wait to neuter him until he was 2 to make sure he was fully grown. You may not have the option to do that, but I did. So I waited until he was 2 to neuter him, and as such, he did develop minor marking, and I say minor because I was able to keep it under control. And by doing, and the one way I did that was I gave him the go Sniff command, or developed that, and he picked up on it, so that he knew that when he could just smell and pee freely. And this also helped reduce his marking inside. He did attempt to mark 3 times inside, and when I mean mark, I mean like lift his leg up inside onto a vertical surface. And of course, I know what his signs are for the bathroom, so I was able to prevent him from developing a behavior of marking inside. I realized that not every single dog is the same, but that is how I managed to make that not a problem. We also do have a potty command, but typically on walks like this, we're just trying to leisurely walk and get used to the environment, which involves him smelling all the dogs and letting them know he says hi. It's also a good way for him to clear out his bladder. And so even though the leash is already out, I do still have it on my thumb. Yes, I was kind of holding it with my fingers as well, but that's just for a little extra reassurance. But it is pretty much only on my thumb at this point, and the leash is all the way out. Think of him maximum sniffing. But again, if he pulls, he does not have that full range. It looks like we got another dog out and about walking, so we're going to keep walking with me. Good boy. So it is always good to be aware of your surroundings, and sometimes the dog itself is able to alert you to that, and as long as you are able to quickly respond to good. So greats have not been his biggest biggest achievement. And I guess that's a popular peeing spot right there for dogs. Come on, with me. So I probably will have to cut this short so I can make sure that he stays behaving with this dog behind us. But I just want to give you a snapshot into the walking, and if I might be able to pick up this conversation at a later point in time. Alright, so the other dog went the other way, so now we're returning back. We're going to try to do a little bit more structured walk this time, but again, it is a new environment. I don't want to... There we go. Good boy. Good TuxReadyAussie's. So, my dog is fine with other dogs. It's more so that I don't want him to meet another dog on the leash, because then that can instantiate some more pulling as he wants to meet and greet other dogs, which can interfere with his leash manners. When I don't mind taking him to an off-leash dog park or anything like that, in order for him to meet other dogs, make new friends. But for the most part, now and of course this is all right. He's probably smelling the other dog. It's probably on the other side of these houses here. But his bladder's all empty now. At this point, he's just sniffing for the sake of sniffing. But yeah, he actually wasn't too bad. I just like to make sure I have my focus on him when in a distracting environment, just to make sure, again, that I maintain control. Having him and myself be safe is more important than getting footage for me. I'd rather make sure everyone's all good and safe. Sorry, I get hair blown in my face right now, so I was trying to adjust that. But anyways, just trying to keep all creatures safe, and that means I can't really have split attention in cases like this. There we go. Gets him out of the house and off the property in just a casual pet manner. Lets him sniff around and introduce himself to some other dogs. TuxReadyAussie's. Let's go. Leave it. Let's go. Of course, with my hair in my face, I don't know exactly what he just ate. I guess as I review this, I will see. And again, this is, as I said, I'm doing it for my benefit, so I can know what I can work on And I realized that when I'm filming, I'm not exactly watching everything that he's doing because I am multitasking. And as much as I like to try to be good at multitasking, some days I think I can do it well, but most of the time, good boy, most of the time it's mostly I either have split attention and things are divided not so evenly, or I can only focus on one thing at a time, which I'm sure is how most people are. I think I read somewhere about a study that no one can actually successfully multitask, but I know there's people who swear by it. So I just know for myself that I am not really a multitasker. And here we are, he's doing a pretty good structured walk now. And of course I haven't specifically asked for this, but he does typically default to it. Just typically on the way out with the walk, he knows he can sniff. And on the way back, he knows it's a little bit more structured. Leave it. Okay, we're not eating food off the ground. Come on. Come on. We're not eating all that stuff. Let's go. With me. So again, that was a nice short little walk, but it got some of his energy out. But of course, the best way to burn energy in most dogs is mental training. So just get their brain working and they'll tire out faster. But dogs still do need physical exercise just like humans. There does need to be a good balance there. And I guess with that, we will leave you. Thank you. As we educate business owners and dog owners and those who may have an allergy or fear of dogs or other animals to know their rights at the federal level in the United States. If we work together and become educated as a community, and we can protect people from being scammed when it comes to dogs and their rights federally. And I think we're going to pause right there. So everyone, we're back. I didn't think you'd want to watch that, but this is a very friendly reminder to always clean up after your dogs, especially in public locations or at a place that is not owned or operated by you. So, yep, just a courtesy announcement for that. This is TuxReadyAussie's. He is currently on his place. It is in his elevated bed. We call it place. And yeah, this is him. He's kind of tired though. I think he wants to play, but he is on his place. And TuxReadyAussie's is being a good boy by staying there.